Testing. Hi, I'm Imaya, and you're watching Everything with Imaya, where I talk about everything, anything, and the in-betweens. Today I just kind of wanted to talk about what it feels like to be a girl in your 20s and be a college student and be all over the place and feel everything and anything at once, because I know I'm not the only person who feels this way. Let's do a little recap of who I am and what there is to know about me. My name's Imaya, I'm a junior in college, and I'm studying health sciences with a minor in business administration. I have taken some hard classes as a health sciences major, and I'm still taking hard classes. I feel like one thing I really had to learn in college is that academic validation cannot be your only source of validation. I literally am still struggling with this. I would get a B or a C in one class and I would freak out. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm not successful. For the first time I made dean semester ever in college, it was such a high. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so smart, like period. But I didn't make it this year, and I just remember being like, dang, like, do I just suck? Am I just dumb? And like, you're not dumb. As a STEM major, some of the classes you're taking are literally the hardest classes provided at the university. So if you get a B or a C, like, why are you discrediting yourself for that? You passed. And I kind of feel like a lot of people, especially maybe like in nursing majors, I hear it a lot where they're like, well, C's don't get degrees, C's don't do this, C's don't do that. As someone who's had to retake a class before and still has a 3.5 GPA, C's will get you in the door to realizing what you need to work on. So then if you do have to take that class or another class like it again, like, you already have the basic structure and foundation down and you can succeed in the next one. The sun's going down, I'm literally glowing, like what? Another thing that I kind of had to learn as a college girl, especially a black one in my 20s, is that literally not everybody is your friend, not everybody is rooting for you, not everybody wants the same thing for you, and that is okay. That is okay. Listen to me when I say that some people don't want to be your friends, or some people are not meant to stay in your life for the right reason. With saying that, sometimes people are just meant to be in your life for a season. Sometimes people are not meant to be in your life past this point in time. Maybe you were friends freshman year, but you're not friends anymore. Or maybe you guys were friends for a little bit during sophomore year and something happened and now y'all aren't friends anymore, and that's okay. I think that some people, including myself, have really just had to learn the lesson that it is what it is. You gotta move on with your life, and time doesn't stop for anybody. So go be in a new season of your life and go make some more friends. It's okay. Another thing that I've learned about myself, I'm a hyper independent gal. If somebody else isn't gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I think something that everybody needs to learn while they're in college is how to be independent. I'm not saying you can't depend on your parents if you need somebody to call. I'm not saying you can't depend on your friends, but I am saying that sometimes you don't need to take your issues to other people. Sometimes you need to take your issues in here. Sometimes you really have to reflect and do that shadow work to really be like, okay, well, this happened. Why did it happen? And what can I do to fix it? Because like I said before, if you be running your mouth to everybody, anybody, like anybody and everybody can give you advice, but truly and honestly, you are the only person who knows the answer. I'm the kind of person where I always ask people for their opinions, but I know what I know what I'm thinking. I know what I want to do. I'm just asking you to get a second opinion. And if you don't say what I'm thinking in my head, I'm still gonna do what I want to do. Like, you need to be confident in yourself, in your decisions, and just know that you're not always gonna make the right decisions, but that's okay. The whole part that I've heard about people being in their 20s is just making mistakes and living. You are here to live, so why not live for yourself instead of living from the validation of other people? What's something else that I learned? I'm trying to think. I've learned so many cool things. With going off of the idea of being individual, maybe not hyper independent, because sometimes I don't like to depend on people and I need to. Let's talk about loving yourself. You need to love yourself. Do not go love that man or that woman because you know they don't want a relationship. And don't even get me started on situationships in college, especially in your 20s, because we're not gonna talk about it. For me, I think situationships are stupid. Why do I say that? I wish I could tell my younger self, like, it's okay, girl. You are so much better on your own, instead of having that emotional baggage being carried along with you. You don't need to talk to somebody else unless it's a therapist about your problems, and you don't need to seek validation in any other form other than talking if you know what I'm talking about. I just remember when I got into my 20s, that was one thing that I told myself I wasn't gonna do. I was like, I am not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna spin the block and I'm not gonna go back to anybody, because at the end of the day, we all know where it's gonna end. And I was like, I'm just sitting here wasting my time because I'm familiar with this person and I would just rather have whatever is going on with that person because I'm familiar familiar with them, instead of stepping outside of my comfort zone, maybe doing some shadow work, maybe looking deep inside of me to see what's going on, talk to myself, literally have a conversation like I'm having a conversation with you right now and be like, girl, what the is going on? What is happening? You don't need that. You have so many other things to focus on, to look forward to. Believe me when I say there are so many better things out there for you once you cut that off. But truly and honestly, at the end of the day, who am I to tell you what to do? This is your own experience. Make it your own and make it uniquely you. Something that I have really been harboring into my 20s, which I feel like a lot of us do, especially as we grow up, is just bringing back their inner child and who they are and embracing themselves fully. So many times, more than none, I'm always so tempted to just conform to all of these things that society wants a black woman to be, society wants a woman to be, society wants a black girl to be. Sometimes it may feel like it's embarrassing to embrace those parts that you think society isn't gonna accept, but you only need to accept yourself. Just accept yourself. Just live your life. Live your truth. And my truth for me is being authentically Imaya. I love being a nerd. I love watching anime. I love talking about Matt Pat and the Five Nights at Freddy's theories. I love talking about Undertale. I love talking about Life is Strange. I love talking about all of these indie things that I was so obsessed with in 2013. And I know that there are people out there like me and like-minded and who think that it is so awesome and cool that I am authentically myself. So why wouldn't I continue to pour into that version of myself to make sure that I'm the best version that I can be? And with that being said, y'all know what time it is. I know growing up, especially in your 20s, can be a really sporadic time. I'm somebody who struggles with anxiety, so I always do have this overwhelming fear. I'm not good enough. Who I am is not who people want me to be. Is who I am really who I am? Like, I think that we all just need somebody to relate to and to hear somebody say that it is okay to be authentically yourself. So I hope that you guys choose to pour into yourselves, grow a little bit, and realize that it's okay to live your truth and make mistakes. And until next time, bye guys!